Hi guys, it's James Layton. I'm a personal trainer and an online coach. This is going to be my first video series. I used to basically do quite a few videos previously, probably about 6-8 months ago. Since then, I've pretty much taken all of them down just purely because I wasn't happy with the content I was giving out. Some of my sort of learnings really improved dramatically, and I'm very grateful to have sort of come along and sort of spoken to people like Joseph Agu. There's lots of other people as well really helped me out and just helped me start looking at the scientific research of both training and nutrition, introduced me to people like Lyle McDonald and Aragon, and I read a lot of their work regularly. And probably one of the biggest things I've learned from those guys is just this concept of context. I think it's probably the biggest thing missing in the fitness industry at the moment, and I think it extends from the current market and just individuals as a whole. People like to have a black and white answer. They want a magic pill, and therefore they're looking for someone to say to them, eat this at this time to achieve X goal, or do this exercise to achieve this goal. And unfortunately it doesn't work like that. I'm sure you already know that. There's a huge combination of factors that need to be taken into account, and that's the biggest thing I've learned. Even if you have two very similar individuals with similar goals, their diet and training is going to be fundamentally very different, purely because there's so many other factors that need to be considered: lifestyle, adherence, also trial and error as well, often neglected. So when I work with a lot of my clients, there's certain baseline things that need to be incorporated into both the training and the nutrition plan, but at the end of the day, that first week is a trial period. How do their body respond to the macronutrients that I gave them? Are we moving closer to their goal? Okay, keep doing the same thing. If not, we then tweak, change, progress, etc. So constant tracking, make tweaks if necessary, and continue. So one of the things I want to talk about, like I said, is just context. That's the biggest thing I've learned as a whole, and unfortunately there's just this demand for black and white answers. Don't eat this for breakfast, you can't have this then, and it just completely ignores context, what individual we're talking about. So one of the things, lots of things we've been discussing, things I'm quite passionate about, which are probably more myths really. So things like nutrient timing. When's it important? Are we talking about a strength athlete who's training once a day, or are we talking about endurance athlete who's training twice a day? Because both individuals, nutrient timing is very important. For one individual, the endurance athlete, not so much the strength training. And I'm going to try and bust a lot of these myths and try and break down what's important. And I think sometimes the biggest thing I've learned is the reality of what's not important, almost unlearning some of the things I used to preach previously and realising that doesn't really matter. And it's a case of nailing the basics in most terms, tracking your results, tweaking. As you get more advanced, there are a few things you can look at, but at the end of the day, it's more of a case of time really. Getting the basics nailed, giving time, tracking results, tweaking. So this is going to be the first video of hopefully quite a few, so if you could help sort of grow my channel by sort of subscribing, liking the video, sharing it on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter at Layton Fitness. My Facebook page is facebook.com/James Layton Fitness. My website is jameslaytonfitness.co.uk, so I've got lots of blog posts on there. Try to sort of give out as much content as I possibly can. So if you've got any sort of questions or any future videos you'd like to see, I know I already put a post up probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I've got some questions I'm going to go for an answer at some point, so thank you for that. Okay, cheers guys.